following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
I'd rather get it out the mud than get it for free. I'd rather settle it up front than run and retreat. I son these niggas just for fun, no need for caprice. And if you tell me that I'm done, you must think I'm deceased. With every breath I take, I'm taking it further. Fuck the world a couple times and deserter. Killing niggas off with every word, I'm talking first degree murder. Just sit back, relax, be the observer. See niggas really want me out of line, I'm seeing the signs. Every time I speak what's on my mind, I'm reaching divine. No, I need my mental realign, so I'm taking my time. But I can't let these people just define what they don't understand. I'm a real nigga, it's deep in my veins. And if you cut me open right now, you'd understand the reason I speak with the pain. I know a lot of people seek my defeat and it's strange, cause they gon' be the real reason I peak with the fame. All these opinions from people who never made it, I truly would rather speak with the greatest. I'm talking Drake, Cole, and Lil Wayne. Man, I know I ain't famous, but I'ma make them seek me out when they play this. The name is King Art, reppin' that Southeast. Niggas always doubt me, but I keep it real. Other niggas hella mouthy. Pillow talking niggas always saying shit about me. Every time we bring it up, the conversation get cloudy, so I learn to move different. I never ask for permission, only forgiveness from the people who would choose to listen. A lot of niggas turn they back, I guess they mood switching. I tried to hold it all in, but man, it's too tempting. Listen, we don't compare, I thought you knew different. I thought you knew better than this, I guess you fools slipping. See, jealousy gon' take control and have you tomb digging. And we gon' leave you in that bowl like the spoon missing.
That was a bonehead move. Ladies and gentlemen, I hit the wrong button and pressed the Trippin' Ain't Easy intro. I meant to press the Straight Talk from Chase.
I was about to say I got fired from Straight Talk.
No, I couldn't stop the shit mid. I couldn't stop it midstream. I got intro 1, intro 2, intro 3, and I hit intro 1.
I must say I do like your Trippin' Ain't Easy intro, man.
Oh yeah, shout out. That was my man King Art, a young artist out of Southeast DC. I think he has a lot of potential. He gave me that song for the intro. So shout out to that brother.
Shout out me. I see a whole lot of my videos. For sure, man. So real quick, it's been a while since we've been here. Of course, I am your host, Trip Simpson / co-host, along with Cosby Digital. Kirk Keys is busy at the moment. He may tap in a little later. I'm not sure. However, we're going to get this show rolling. Real quick, Mr. Cosby, what's going on with you this week? First of all, shout out to all of our loyal followers and listeners. We appreciate y'all sticking it in with us. We haven't been out in a while, but we back like we never left. I've been keeping my head low, man. I haven't had any events. I just really been working with my clients. Been working to build a business back out. Shout out to my my barber, Justice Khalil. I did a really good photo shoot with him today. And just, doing my normal thing. I'm actually about to bring back another artist showcase at Hotel Selena. Shout out, I'm going to do something with Kudrow over there. Shout out Kudrow. We're going to have that going. You know what I'm focused on? I'm focused on Tulum. I'm ready for the Tulum takeover. I've been getting real hyped going back, looking at all the footage from the trips. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to break out the video of me jumping off the boat next.
That's a fact.
I back the cheetah Nigerian made shorts for the next trip. I've been working out every day. I'm 5 pounds down. It's Operation Beachbody.
Shit, same here. Speaking of working out, I am, a week alcohol free. I plan on going completely dry until the Tulum takeover. That's when Frank the Tank is coming back out.
I feel like that's a challenge. After today, I'm here with you.
Yeah, because you're never really going to get the results you want in the gym unless you cut the drinking out for at least a strong month or two. You ain't going to get those results because you can work out all day, you can eat as healthy as you want, but 4 drinks, you done took half the calories that you burnt, you don't put them back in your body.
Well, personally, I switched to doing with club soda on it. I stopped drinking straight, and
aside from this show, I stopped drinking during the week. So
That's a
that
fact.
was that was a tremendous cutback for me.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up for sure. So, we got a lot to talk about today.
Cognac too. That's
You say what?
that 1738 go keep that weight on you, buddy.
Yeah. I'm going totally dry. Like I'm not fucking with nothing until the Tulum takeover.
Okay.
You know? And if anybody doesn't know, the Tulum takeover this will be the first triannual, if that's a word, Tulum takeover. We're going to be doing it 3 to 4 times a year in Mexico. We're going to bring people together down there, show people around, show you where to go, show you what to do. We're going to put some events and parties together. We're working with Black in Tulum, and we're also working with Black Tulum, 2 separate entities down there that are doing their thing in Tulum. So we got a lot planned for the trip. I'm going to post the link in the comment section after the video is done, just in case you're interested. But real quick, we got to get into these topics. I got to warn you guys today, ladies, we're going to do some dragging. We're going to do some dragging, but it's going to be for your own good. Trust me, I'm a doctor. So,
Dr. D.
So the first thing we're going to get into today is this Amber Rose and Alexander Edwards situation. So if you haven't heard, Alexander Edwards, who is Amber Rose's second baby daddy, who is 33 years old, and I believe she's 40. She's 40, he's 33. Anyway, he recently left her for 76-year-old singer / actress Cher. That's right. This nigga left Amber Rose for Cher. And what we're going to do is we're going to get into Amber Rose's ideology, and we're going to show you, or at least I'm going to attempt to show you, how squandering your 20s and early 30s ends you ladies up in the same position every time, no matter if you're broke or a millionaire. If you squander away your 20s and 30s, you're going to be left with the scraps by the time you're Amber Rose's age, and you're going to be getting left for 76-year-old women. So, without wasting any more time, let's get into the first piece of evidence. We're going to bring up the article about how Amber Rose says she's done dating Black men after this recent breakup. All right. Is the article up?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Well, halfway.
All right, cool. Yep, gotcha. All right, so Amber Rose says she's done dating Black men after several heartbreaks. Amber Rose has had her fair share of shitty relationships, and to protect her heart from further turmoil, she has decided to change her preferred race regarding relationships altogether. Amber has dated several Black and white rappers and athletes over the years, all ending in messy dramas. Amber recently dated and had a child with Cher's toy boy, Alexander Edwards, who cheated on her with 12 different women and also abused her, allegedly. After splitting from Kanye West in 2010, Rose began dating rapper Wiz Khalifa, whom she married in 2013. Rose filed for divorce in 2014. Following this, she released her first book, How to Be a Bad Bitch.
Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. Don't you put that on us.
You got new sounds on the board, huh?
Oh, yeah, I'm going retarded today. All right. In 2015, she found the Los Angeles chapter of Slut Walk, Protest, March, and annual feminist demonstration founded in Toronto. Rose then hosted her own talk show entitled The Amber Rose Show on VH1, which debuted in 2016, the same year she began hosting the syndicated radio call-in program Loveline. Social media star Amber Rose has also reportedly told people close to her that she's no longer dating Black men. After her ex-boyfriend, Def Jam VP and A&R, Alexander Edwards, who she refers to as a toxic narcissist,
left her and is now dating 74-year-old Cher. A person claiming to have spoken to Amber told Media Takeout that Amber is reconsidering her choice of men after her last relationship. According to the insider, Amber told her, "I don't know. I think I'm done dating black men." Amber has been linked romantically to Kanye West, Wiz Khalifa, 21 Savage, AE, and countless other African American rappers and athletes, and most of her relationships ended badly. Amber went on Instagram publicly to call out AE. She claims that in addition to being a narcissist and an abuser, he is also a con artist. All right, let's stop right there. There's no need to keep beating this dead horse. All right, Mr. Cosby, what are your thoughts on that article?
First, I didn't know the article was from Media Takeout, so I got to take that with a.
Well, no, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. That's just the article I pulled up. That article is everywhere. Everybody's reporting on it.
Okay. Well, if it's true what she said about, not wanting to date black men anymore based upon her experience with black men, it feeds into that narrative that because someone makes personal choices in the people that they make, they villainize or demonize another whole group of people. Because I feel like she would be one of the ones out front if a black man say he wouldn't want to date a black woman based upon
Of course you would.
some of the experiences that he has had with a black woman. You can speak your preference without downing other people. She can say, I don't want to date high profile black men. I don't want to date rappers. I don't want to date men with a whole lot of options because I just become another option. That would have been the correct statement that she should have made, because women in the industry, like her, they fail to realize their status, their time in the limelight, their time has a expiration date. So once you start getting to your late 30s and early 40s, you are no longer the commodity you once were. When she was organizing the slut walks, when she had her talk show, even when she was dating 21, that was 6, 7, 8 years ago. Ladies, you got to know, your vagina in the sexual marketplace, it almost ages in dog years. It doesn't age in regular years. Okay, so
Facts. Let's go.
You have to understand ages quickly from 31 to 35. It's almost a decade in men's eyes, especially men who are looking to start their own families and looking to build with you. If you're coming to the situation with one child, two children, three children already, you might as well count that as years on your proverbial, sex, your sex number, or your sexiness, or your appeal to a man. Especially if you're someone in Amber Rose's case, she's not dating average guys. She's not dating blue collar men. She's dating extremely successful men, 1% type of men that have a lot of access, and also a lot of other women that are younger with a lot more to offer than she does. So she has to really understand the position that she's in. If I had to advise her, I would advise her to go date a regular guy and live a great life. Someone who will be happy to have her, who she would be his top option, and not the pool she's swimming in right now, where she's just another fish. She's not the catch anymore.
Yeah, I mean, the funny part to me is that she thinks that she's just going to hop from dealing with all of these black dudes, right? All these high profile black men. She thinks that she's just going to hop into another race or ethnicity and get their very best. I mean, you got to let's take white men for example. White men won't even fuck with a white chick that's been through too many black dicks. You're a black woman that's gone through mad black dicks. And you expect the cream and the crop of white men to take a 40-year-old ran through box? Seriously?
If she looking to get with a guy that's like 75, like Homeboy did, if she jumped straight to the 70s, that's probably the only shot she got. Like that.
I mean, she could probably get Ronald Isley. One of them niggas, he might, I don't know, Ronald Isley might not even.
Ron Isley still lit. He might toss it, but he ain't gonna keep it.
But you know, it just goes to show you, man, like all of that trash talking she did in her 20s and 30s about being a slut, saying it's okay to be a slut, and this and this and that. Look at where it gets you. And I want the ladies to pay close attention, because if this can happen to Amber Rose, what do you think is going to happen to you? What do you think is going to happen to you? I mean, come on, look around, just all the women we know that's our age. How many of them do you know that are actually in relationships at this point?
Well, I have a mixed friend bag. So I got married friends, single friends. So I have friends that's been married 5, 6, 7+ years. I have friends that's divorced. I have friends that's been eternally thought in. Like it's a mixed bag. But I will say my friends who have been more sexually free, and once again, I don't knock anybody's choices, but you have to understand the consequence to your choices. If you wasn't presenting in a way that you can land the top guy and keep the top guy and be with a man that's emotionally and financially stable, you might end up in a not so ideal position, because a lot of women are seeking these men out, right? Who are emotionally stable, financially stable, solid men, but they're bringing a lot of emotional baggage to the relationship. They're bringing unhealed wounds, unhealed trauma. And an emotionally stable man, a financially stable man, see you coming a mile away. He might take you out on a few dates. He might, you know what I'm saying, wine and dine you a little bit, but in the back of his mind, it's an expiration date to you guys is interaction. You even, he'll friends on you too. But in terms of looking at you as a long-term solution to his ability to get a wife, get a family, start a legacy, you won't be the choice because of, man, it's too much to come with it.
That's a fact. So real quick, let's get into one of Amber's previous interviews. I want to get into this Jesse Lee Peterson interview she did a while back, where he asked her.
I should have known. She should have known it was over if she ended up on Jesse Lee Peterson.
Oh yeah. This is a while ago. This was like 2017, 2018, and he basically asked her about being a slut. Now watch the arrogance in which she speaks.
Famous for hosting the Amber Rose Slut Walk. You also have a conference called Open.
Real quick, before we get rolling, I would like to say fair use. This particular part of the show is protected under fair use.
The women's conference, right?
Yes.
What is that? Yeah, what is that about?
Yeah, it's a women's conference, so we have a lot of different speakers that come in, and we educate.
Amazing. You came up with this term slut. What was the purpose of using that word, slut?
Well, if you look in the dictionary, the definition of a slut, right? It starts out and it says a woman that, right? Promiscuous, has a lot of sexual partners. But it never says a person that. It only says a woman.
I've never looked that word up, so I can't confirm or deny.
Yeah.
But it does say a woman.
Also promiscuous as well. Promiscuous says a woman that. So what happens is that men can go out and be sexually liberated and have a bunch of women, but if a woman does it, there's all these derogatory labels that come with that.
Well, let's hold it right there. This is another common mistake that a lot of women try to make when they're having a dialogue about sex when it comes to men and women. This is where the disconnect is. Ladies, your value, right, as a human being, your value to the opposite sex is your vagina and your capabilities of giving birth. Okay? So if you're having sex with too many people, that fucks everything up, because number one, nobody wants a used and abused vagina, at least knowingly. And number two, if you're going to be a potential mother to my child, and I know that you're promiscuous, that creates doubt. That creates doubt because we don't know if the child is ours or not. And these are just basic human instincts. I'm not even about to break it all down mentally like where we could go, because that's a rabbit hole for another day. But just off the break, that's one of the main reasons why women can't do what men do. But that's another reason men can't do what women do. It's a give and take type thing. Cosby, what do you think?
Yeah, I'll echo your sentiment on that. Like, a lot of women fail to realize what we fundamentally value in women and what they value in us. They value in us comfort, security, protection. Those all come. Those come first. Sometimes even before if they're attracted. Because if I'm rich, and I can provide them with comfort and security and safety, I have a shot at like 70% of the female population, right? But men, we value looks. We value sexual attraction. We value the ability to procreate with you. Like, and a lot of women don't understand we value each other fundamentally differently. So unfortunately, it's going to be a double standard, or not even a double standard, but a different standard, because we judge each other differently, right? And that's been proven over the history of time. Since human history, the man who is the top dog, the king, the emir, the dictator, whatever, he got access to all the women, right? Because women seek power, women seek comfort, women seek security, and throughout the whole history of human civilization, and it's never been any different. So I don't understand why she thinks it's going to be different now.
Yeah, but I mean that's a lot of things that modern women do. They try to babble on and babble on to try to make a point that's non-existent. You can try to convince the world all you want that women can do the same things as men, but over and over and over again, you're going to get the same result. You're going to try to go out here, you're going to try to operate like a man, and then you're going to end up alone and blaming everyone else because no one values your coochie. You've given it away so much, it has no value.
I wish they could see, and then that's one thing you said. Like, we are also hunters and gatherers, right? If we feel like we hunted you down, we put the work in to get you. We don't want to feel like another man could have got you just by buying you a martini at happy hour and take you home too, after we done took you on trips and bought you things and met your family, dealt with your annoying kids, and another nigga come just scoop you up. Like, we not with that. We're not for that. That's not gonna happen. And if that man is doing that, he is a simp.
Facts. Let's continue.
Which is an extreme form of bullying for us. I embrace
What?
the derogatory.
Let's go back. Let's go back. This shit is nonsense, man. Let's go back.
Go out and be sexually liberated and have a bunch of women, but if a woman does it, there's all these derogatory labels that come with that, which is an extreme form of bullying for us. I embrace the derogatory labels and give women confidence.
Confidence to do what? Confidence to do what? The easiest thing in the world for a woman to do is get laid. A woman could literally walk outside with a sign up and says, "Hey, I'm getting down for free. Let's go." No challenge. If a man walked out and did the same thing, people would just be laughing at him walking by. The ugliest woman on the planet could walk down the street with a sign that says free sex. It's going to be at least 10 niggas following her trying to get that. So I don't get this women try to make everything this challenge or this journey or this I don't know. They try to make simple things in life courageous and brave, when in fact they're not. They're the exact opposite. What's courageous and brave is to not give away your coochie to everybody and to be a virtuous woman so you can land a good husband. That's the courageous thing to do.
Or let's talk about not even the courageous, the smart thing to do.
Right.
Ladies, even if you have a phase, right? Like, do it in a smart way, right? Let's say you live in a small town. Like DC is a big city, but it's a small town.
Small town.
So it's a top maybe 5 to 10% of guys, they got access to a whole lot of different women because of their status, what they do for a living, their social circles. You know what I'm saying? So if you start getting in some of those circles and start moving around those circles, your rap is pretty much ruined. You know what I'm saying? Your body count is in the streets. Because dudes gonna be talking, they be like, "Oh, we Eskimo buddies. You hit that too. I hit that. Oh my god!" Like, so if you're gonna do that, you got to do like Stella, man. Go to the island and get your groove back. You know what I'm saying? Do it on the trip. Like, have your man out like Frederick somewhere. Like, be classy about it. If you gonna roll, because if you don't, I mean, there's consequences and repercussions to your actions. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just letting you know what your outcomes may be if you do that.
You're going to end up just like Amber Rose. Let's continue.
And what do you mean by you embrace it?
I would refer to myself as a slut.
Oh.
So basically, it's really what people think about you. It's not really actually what they know, right?
It is what they know. If we know you slept with a million niggas, you're a slut.
So I could, I went through a divorce. And then I started dating after that. And it's like, well, if going out on a date with a guy makes me a slut, then that's just what I'm going to be.
I don't think going out on a date makes you a slut, but having sex with different men makes you a slut.
Well, what does it make you if you have sex with different women?
A slut maker.
Let's go back. That nigga said that shit with a straight face too. That nigga
slut maker.
Oh shit, let's go.
And it's like, well, if going out on a date with a guy makes me a slut, then that's just what I'm going to be.
I don't think going out on a date makes you a slut, but having sex with different men makes you a slut.
Well, what does it make you if you have sex with different women?
A slut maker.
A slut maker. Oh wow,
that's a fact.
No, it's sad.
But men actually shouldn't do that either, though. It's not. I know that a lot of women think that a man that men get away with that, right? But they really don't. A man should not be having sex with different women.
Why not?
It's not. It doesn't show respect to the woman.
Well, what if she wants it? What if she wants it?
And then he should correct her. Because a woman that wants sex with different men.
But what's the difference really between a man and a woman besides the private parts?
What's the difference? What'd you say?
What's really the difference, right? Besides anatomy, like.
I hate that stupid ass question. That's the biggest difference. I like. What's the difference besides anatomy? Well, anatomy is the fucking difference. You're physically made different. Like, I don't like how she just brushed anatomy off like it's nothing. No, it's just anatomy. No, that's the divine design.
What is the difference? We're both human, right? So if I want to have sex, I should be able to have sex when I want to have sex, and I shouldn't be labeled as anything because I'm a human being.
How would you personally define slut? How do you define it?
I define it as a derogatory word that men and women use against other women to put us down for our sexuality.
I mean, I don't think anybody puts anyone down for their sexuality. It's just a word used when a slut gets out of line. You know, if a chick's talking to you crazy and you know she's slept with a bunch of dudes, what are you talking about, you damn slut? But nobody just goes around shaming sluts. You only get shamed for being a slut when you get out of pocket, for the most part.
So you want to take the shame out of that word, so that when women do these things, they won't feel embarrassed by it.
But it's not about them doing these things. That's where that's where the mistake comes in, right? So you can be a virgin and be called a slut, right? Because it's really what people think about you. It doesn't matter actually what you do, right? So like if you're in high school and a boy goes and makes a rumor about you, that you did this, that, and the third. It doesn't mean you actually did it. It's what people think you did. So now you're the school slut.
That's true.
So regardless, that's what I mean. You can be called a slut and not actually be a slut. It's just a derogatory word that people use to bully women, to put them down for what they either think they did or what they actually did.
You were married to some guy by the name or dating. So you call
Back in
yourself
2017?
Yeah.
Your parents back in 2017.
Sorry. Here we go. All right, so very interesting video there. I just think it's very interesting how she, 1 minute she's proud to be a slut, and then she calls it a derogatory term. She has to slut walk. She's telling all these women it's okay to do this, it's okay to do that. But look at her results now. She can't even keep a nigga from banging an 80-year-old woman. Her vagina has lost all its power and all its strength. You can't even hold a 33-year-old man back from a 74-year-old woman. Cosby, what you got on the topic before we wrap it up?
I mean, it's time for her to go date a blue collar man. Like, get out of the limelight because the jig is up. The jig is up. You gotta,
But at what point does she come to the realization that it could just be her? Like, she's even dated women. She's seriously dated women before, and that didn't work.
I think she's had a run in the spotlight, and she's expecting it to be the same as when she first jumped on the scene. When she with Kanye, when she first got with Wiz, when she subsequently, jumped from person to person, which, I don't have no problem with nobody dating, but she openly and boldly represented herself as a slut, not probably understanding the intended consequences of that. So, I mean, she just reaping what she sows at this point. That's what I say. She gotta get with a dude that would be his everything, right? No chance like of getting a bad joint like that. Like, he don't care about her bodies. He just want to love her. And her 2 kids. So,
but here's the thing, right? The funny part about this whole conundrum is she's famous, right? Let's put me, for example, right? Let's say Amber Rose decided to date me, right? I'm Amber Rose's new guy, the regular guy, regular firefighter dude, blah, 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 blah. The regular guy she's dating. Now I'm famous, right? So while I'm dating her, just by osmosis, my clout is getting up. At some point, I might be like, you know what? My stock is a little bit higher now. I don't know, Amber.
That means you can't date a nigga like you. Niggas that won't do that.
I'm just saying, though. I mean, it's bound to happen. It's bound to happen.
You told on yourself what you would do. He's like, I'm up.
I mean, think about it, though. I mean, my status is getting up there. Everybody knows me. I'm dating Amber Rose. My Instagram is popping. And in the back of my head, I'm like, now I'm with the slut. I got to get out of this. I'm just saying. She put that stigma on herself, and she ain't never going to be able to shake it.
Man, look. I know several porn stars that left the industry, and now they wifed up. They went back to the church. So if they can do it, she can do it.
Yeah, but like that shit ain't smooth.
Y'all know Cashmere?
Yeah. Her husband is a super simp.
I mean, but look, you asked for the solution for her. Exhibit A.
Yeah, she better lose that attitude. Tell you that.
Look, we need to talk about this. We need to this is a this just in.
What's that?
Kanye and Kim Kardashian settled their divorce because you're gonna be on this. Agree on joint custody, but Kanye has to pay $200,000 a month in child support.
Jesus Christ!
Tied his pockets to a rocket.
$200,000
a month,
and they're both rich.
What more do you want from me?
I mean, what is he paying? What is he paying for?
Donda Academy.
Jesus Christ, where's Tyrese at?
I'm at $13,000 a month. What more do you want from me?
God damn, yay. 200,000? Bro, the child support, the family court needs to be totally hauled out and redone. This is fucking ridiculous. What the hell are these kids going to do with $200,000 a month?
Living larger than charge in Calabasas.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Kanye doesn't give a fuck. I mean, he's got it, but still, that's ridiculous.
I mean, I guess we got to keep it all in. Like, I try to keep these numbers in perspective, right? So, if he's worth approximately $500 million, $200,000 a month for
That ain't shit.
he has three kids.
Four.
It's four of them. Okay,
Yeah, it's $50,000 a child.
Yeah, that's pretty much the scale for his his income bracket, their lifestyle. Each kid probably tuition and security is probably $50K.
I mean, I guess. I mean, if I'm Kanye, I'm not mad at that. If I'm Kanye West, because all he wanted was joint custody anyway.
Yeah,
he didn't want it so that she could just take the kids and play games on birthday parties and shit like that. That's the shit he been complaining about the whole time. So, I mean, to be quite honest with you, I mean, I guess he kind of got made out.
Yeah,
he got what he wanted. You said what?
I said that $200K is just sticker shock.
Yeah, I mean, he's ultimately only paying about $5-6 million a year.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. He's paying what every 4 months. He's paying
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. So that's like 2.4 million. 2.2 or 2.4.
That's nothing for a nigga that's worth $1 billion. That's nothing. And he gets control of what his kids do. So I ain't mad at him. Shout out to Kanye West for going crazy, losing his kids.
That's like a regular nigga paying like $2,000 a month.
Nah. Think about it. If he's got $500 million, that's like a regular nigga paying $200 a month.
Well, 200. I'm talking about each kid. It'll give you like 2,000.
Yeah. For 4 kids, yeah, 2,000 a month. Yeah. Sure, for sure. All right, so let's get into this topic that you had popping on the gram the other day, which I thought was very, very interesting. Bear with me. And this is a clip from Fresh and Fit podcast where they asked a group of ladies, would you rather have Instagram or a man? All right, let's go.
Or a long-term boyfriend. Pick one. Okay, let's see.
Instagram.
Okay.
What? Instagram.
Instagram. Okay.
Have to think about
Instagram. Okay.
Oh, Judina's getting red pill right now.
Okay. What about you?
Probably Instagram.
You listen to
I probably already knew, but Instagram.
What the fuck?
I would say Instagram. I haven't met or found a man yet that can give me what Instagram has given me. So Instagram.
No, yeah, this is why this show is necessary. Do you see how all these girls are in a relationship with Instagram instead of a real man? They're addicted to attention instead of love.
There we go. I mean, I couldn't have said it better myself. I think that this clip pretty much proves the point of this podcast today. And what is that point? Modern women are fucking clueless when it comes to life. They live for the day, and they actually think the comments and the likes that they get off thirsty niggas from the internet is worth more than having a man to love and protect you and be in your corner. They thrive more on phony attention than they do actual real world tangible attention. We'll start with you, Mr. Cosby.
I mean, the clip kind of speaks for itself, but we get into a deeper psychological issue, right? We coming on a generation of kids that were literally raised by the internet. Like us being in our late 30s, we remember a time where you only got on the internet at school if you were lucky, right? If you didn't come from a good household where you could afford a computer, your first introduction to the internet was like middle school or high school. And it wasn't Instagram, it wasn't Facebook. The first taste of that we got was Black Planet. And you had to wait to log on to check your email. It wasn't no push notifications, it wasn't nothing. I used to be pressed to get home and check my little inbox, and you couldn't check it till the next day. So we come from a generation where we can kind of understand them, but we weren't raised on that type of attention currency that they are, like to the point where they're getting so much attention, and even is monetary too. A dude might inbox them, fly them out off of Instagram. They might be selling some flat tummy tea and some NutriBurst or some workout gear and make some money of it off of it. You know what I'm saying? But in the grand scheme of things, they don't understand how much the family will be worth for them, how much a stable family, children, like you said, a man to protect them and provide for them. Because 9 times out of 10, if it's a bunch of dudes thirsting over you on Instagram, that man that you really wanted to come save you and take you from that life, that ain't the type of dude that's gonna get with you because of your behavior online.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, and to my point earlier, this just goes to show you the level of stupidity that we're dealing with right now. Well, I don't even want to call it stupidity. The level of brainwashing that
I don't think it's stupidity. It's
it's stupidity, but it's stupidity by way of brainwashing.
Yeah, these companies have literally taken advantage of our kids, our young adults, and now the women that they've been feeding them so much thirst, attention, so much. They've been giving them this platform that they don't understand. They've just commoditized themselves. Like, we're looking at you like an object to play around with and sit back down, not a partner, not somebody to build with, not a spouse. You know what I'm saying? All of these BBLs, these lip joints, these hair, it's fun to look at, it's fun to play with, but it's like you have children, Trip, so you know a kid will be infatuated with a toy for 2 weeks, for a month, 2 months maybe.
4 fucking days.
Once that joint is done, it's done. You might as well give it away or throw it in the trash because they've done playing with that toy.
But so here's the thing though. Why is it that most of us men, we can see this these days, but what's the disconnect? Why can't the women see where they're going wrong?
I mean, I feel like it's a race to the bottom is the best way I can describe it. It's literally a race to the bottom. Once attention became the currency that this generation and generation under us that they thrive in, it's the same reason why kids post their crimes online now. Like, our generation, that's something we didn't do and won't understand. But they live in a generation where going viral could mean taking you out of poverty, right? You can get lit by doing something stupid and going viral. You can get lit by, like Amber Rose, she's a prime example. You can get lit by dating a rapper and get a whole new career, a whole new lot in life, right? She would have been relegated to the strip clubs probably. That's where he met her, in a strip club. She might have still been stripping until she wore her body out in Philadelphia. But dating Kanye put her in a whole new stratosphere. So a generation of girls looked at the Amber Rose types who had the accentuated features, all of the things, and look, oh, this is my way out, right? It's the same reason that niggas in the neighborhood and chose to sell drugs instead of working at McDonald's. They was looking for a way out.
I mean, it's interesting you said that too. She would have still been in a strip club if it wasn't for Kanye West giving her that status. And one of the videos, I wanted to get into it, but I didn't play it because I wanted to keep the show going. She got into why she's a feminist and all this women empowerment nonsense. But what's funny to me is that she would never be to the point she's at if it wasn't for the man who she dated first. If you didn't date a Kanye West or Wiz Khalifa or any of these other guys, would you even be in a position to make the money that you're making now? Would you even have the spotlight that you have now?
No. I mean, because I think if she had a discernible talent to keep her at that level, I think we would have seen it by now. I'm not aware of any business ventures or entertainment ventures that she's done other than that show. I don't know how long the show lasted.
How long?
But you know, I haven't seen anything be like, oh wow, yeah, she's talented. She would have got here without that. Because
she's a horrible actress. I've seen her in a couple movies. She's horrible. She's a horrible actress.
I ain't never seen her in no movies.
Yeah, she's horrible. She's horrible.
I mean, she's famous for Wiz and Kanye the most. So
yeah,
Wiz went and had the baby by her, and you know.
Yeah. Sorry, Wiz. Sorry. But yeah, so you know, like I said, this shit, man, it never gets old. Example after example after example of why most of our talking points in this space. When I say this space, I mean just basically men talking about relationships on YouTube and Instagram. It just goes to show you how much we're right every single day. These women are out here trying to rewrite or trying to remake the wheel when the wheel is the wheel. The wheel goes around for a reason.
Yeah.
There's no way to reconstruct it.
I mean, that is a cold, hard fact.
So
is what that is.
So let's we're gonna move on to our last topic, which is about this BBL shit I saw the other day from this guy on Instagram reel that I thought was a very funny but true outlook.
I just put up an important post where I said men don't like BBLs. Men are just sexually attracted to naked women, and women with BBLs just tend to be the most naked. Now, mind you, I didn't even say attracted for real. I said sexually attracted. Women are often poke at men and say men will hit anything, and to a certain extent, it's kind of true. But just because we desire to have sex with a woman doesn't mean we desire to actually be with that woman. Sadly, it doesn't even mean that we like her. A lot of times we just be looking at free breast and booty while simultaneously overlooking all the things we don't like, and then the things we don't like end up being the things that women think we do like. Oh, they must like that kind of outfit. They must like the way she acting. Nah, she just naked. Oh, her likes done went up since she had her breast surgery. Yeah, but she also wasn't showing us all that before she had her breast surgery. Whether the body is real or fake, thick, skinny, or in between, when it comes to free booty and breast online, we gonna like them pics regardless. It don't mean we actually like you. I just put up an important post.
All right, so I mean, yeah, like I said, once again,
that's my man's right there. I follow a lot of his content, man. My man be making a lot of sense. His name is.
What's his name? I want to shout him out.
Yeah, his name is escaping me right now, but yeah, I follow a lot of his content. Like he be making a lot of sense.
Okay, yes, but yeah, go ahead. My bad. I'll let you take it first.
I mean, he articulated very well that that's one of the fundamental disconnects. I even had that with Jazz. She was like, "Well, I thought you liked a certain thing because you were outside. You know, you worked in the music and nightlife industry, and those are the type of women that's around." I was like, "Yeah, they be around. They cool to look at, but that don't mean I like them." I told her I personally had sex with women I didn't like. Like it's sometimes not about like, it's about, you know, service and a need. And like he said, a naked woman will always spark a man's interest, whether, you know, we checking it out to see if it's real or not. We checking it out to see if it shake the right way. Like, but 9 times out of 10, we're gonna check it out. And like he said, he made a very good point. Once a woman gets her booty done, guess what? All of her pictures are gonna be for like 3 months, just booty pics, side pics, sitting on the table, with your booty. They are like, or they get their breasts done. They wearing all V-necks for a while. Is, you know, you paid for it, you want to show it off. So ladies, you got to realize something. Just rewind, especially women our age. Rewind 20 years to the women that we perceived who were the sexiest they were around, right? The Halle Berrys, the Nia Long.
I'd say we have to go 30 years.
Aaliyah. Like that's about 20 years. Left Eye, like
20 years, but 20 years ago is when that shit like ushered in like your Melissa Fords and your Cherokees and your Pinkies and all that shit. Like that's
Pinky,
when
Pinky was natural though. She was just thick.
Well, but what I'm saying is, it's around that era, like them early 2000s, right? When the strip club culture became cool. Shout out to T-Pain. And then all of these women were in a rush to look like porn stars.
Yeah, let's say 25 years.
Yeah, for sure.
25 years. Because I thought Nia Long and Friday was absolutely gorgeous.
Of course.
I thought, what was the chick that played in Hoodlum and played in Harlem Nights? Sunshine, her. I can't think of her name. She's a big girl now. But she was bad. Like, even like shout out to the generations before, like the Angela Bassett's, the Foxy Browns. Like, those was the top sex symbols, right? And men's idea of that didn't change. Y'all started changing. Y'all started trying to one up each other to follow certain trends. We didn't change. Y'all changed.
I mean, and the BBL shit has gotten to a point where it's sick. Women are flying to foreign countries, mutilating themselves, damn near killing themselves, trying to look like.
But we get into the deeper psychology of it. They are doing it for men. They're trying to land a quote unquote baller because they've been fed over the last 10 years by movies, television, BET, MTV, and hip hop culture. That every song is like thick. A nigga wants something with a fat old ass. I want this. I want that. I want this. And they're trying to emulate that because they want to end up with a rapper type, a ball player, a top business executive, something like that. They want that guy to splurge on them and take care of them, so they feel like that's just a tool to get where they need to go. And a lot of women aren't honest about that. They're like, "Well, I'm doing it for myself." Yourself, then what?
That's the one I hate the worst. When they start talking about, well, I'm just doing it for me because I want to look at you. A damn lie.
Because it's gonna look crazy another 25 to 30 years from now. All these women of our generation and the Gen Zs with these big crazy BBLs and breast implants. It's gonna be a whole lot of
50, 60-year-old.
Yeah, it's gonna be a whole lot of them infomercials suing for malpractice. Did you get cement in your butt in the job? Did you get the fix and flatten your chest in Colombia? We have a class action lawsuit. It's gonna be a lot of that. But I mean, hey y'all, while you got it, you better go off, get as many trips as you can, get those Fashion Nova and Shein deals, sell that flat tummy tea, man. Get your money while you get a return on your investment. That's what I'm gonna say.
Facts. So yeah, so real quick, we're gonna take a quick break real quick and then we'll go to the final thoughts and we'll close it out.
Break.
One, two, three, four. Bum.
She's got a smile that it seems to me reminds me of childhood memories where everything was as fresh as a bright blue sky.
All right, Tommy, you're the oldest. I'm counting on you. Come on.
She's got eyes of the bluest skies as if they thought of rain. I hate to look into those eyes and see it now.
Nice vibrato, buddy. All right, Alice, let's go.
Reminds me of a warm, safe
Flat. It's so flat. I didn't even know. You don't even look good while you're singing. The worst thing I've ever heard. This is $1,200 a week for voice lessons, and this is what I get? Okay, I'm gonna save it with the solo.
Bow, bow, I'm dead, and I can sing high like this, and I can sing high.
Jesus!
Oh, whoa, whoa, sweet love of mine.
All right, we're back. So real quick, Cosby Digital, I'd like to get your final thoughts on this show.
First of all, shout out to all of our loyal viewers and listeners of the Straight Talk No Chase program. We're going to be back more consistently, more episodes coming soon. I think we need to go hard for the end of the year, man. We're going to put some content out, and I'm about to come back in studio.
Let's do that
and record some more episodes. I should have came over today and recorded. But I'm gonna get my home. I got my office together. I'm about to set my lights up. I'm setting everything up this week, and because you've been putting out a whole bunch of tripping ain't easy stuff, and you need some pushback out there. Even though I agree with a lot of stuff you're saying, a lot of it is bullshiggity, and I'm on your ass, boy.
Hold up. Wait a minute. You
use me, Skinner!
Gotcha, bitch. Hold up, damn it.
I got you, bitch.
Fuck my whole shit up. I can't find my damn button. I'll let you skate with that one.
All right. First topic. Amber Rose. Ladies, let this be a cautionary tale to you. You cannot have your cake and eat it too. I repeat, you cannot have your cake and eat it too, or you might end up with crumbs.
Facts.
You have to decide, like a lot of women have to decide career versus family. Unless you and your husband have your business together, it's very hard for you to really push and also fulfill the dreams that you want to do household and family-wise. So however you need to work that out, you need to work that out. When it comes to your sexual promiscuity, your body count, you being out there, you being labeled something, that's another choice you have to make. If you want to be out here moving, doing what you want to do, just know there are consequences to your actions, good or bad. The consequence of holding it down, dealing with a few men, working out your emotions, entering happy, healthy relationships has a consequence. That's, a little more stability, a little more happiness, a little more contentment. There's also consequences to you, in Amber Word's Rose, being a slut, being sexually liberated, doing and being with whoever you want to. Because men and women value sex in a different way. It's hard for a man to sleep with enough women to put a woman off that she's attracted to. Like, I could sleep with 500 women, but if my woman wants me, she wants me. That's not the case for you. You could be the bombest woman in the world, but if your man found out you slept with 500 dudes, your chances of getting with him are going to be slim to none. So be mindful of that. Kanye West. I mean, shout out to Kanye. I don't never want to see no man be separated from his children. He got joint custody. He's paying $200,000 a month. That number shocked me, but then it motivated me. Like, I need to get rich enough where I can pay $200,000 for anything, and it's all right. Like, it's par for the course. So shout out to Kanye for being that rich. Shout out to him still being in his kid's life, because they need their father. Every child needs a happy, whole, and sane parent in their life. For the last topic, what was the last topic? I forgot.
Was actually two more, BBLs and then the Fresh and Fit.
Oh yeah, the Fresh and Fit joint. Remember, I'm gonna handle that first. Ladies, please do not confuse thirst attention with real attention. thirst attention is not the same as a man wanting to take you out on a date. A man can like 100 of your pictures, be in your comments, might even cash app you some money on your birthday when you post your cash app. That's thirst attention. Do not confuse that with a man liking, loving, or cherishing you or seeing you as a long-term option to build his family. Those are two different things. So that let me know there's a disconnect between women, especially Gen Zers, that they value Instagram, which especially those ladies in that room, they not really getting no money off Instagram like that. They getting mostly thirst traps. They might get a couple trips. Nothing of value that would equal a happy, healthy, successful relationship with the man. Because you got to be a girlfriend before you be a wife. So maybe they don't even intend to be wives or intend to be with family. I think that should have been a follow-up question, but chances are they want that, but they don't understand how to get it. And as far as BBLs, hey ladies, go get that return on your investment because that shit got a time limit. Nobody wants a 55-year-old with a BBL. It's just...
That's all you got?
That's all I got.
That's a fact.
That's all they need. That's all they need for the day.
So real quick, my final thoughts can be brief. To sum up this whole entire show, I want to be clear. I'm not talking about all women. I'm just speaking in general about some, if not most women. This is why our community is in shambles. Why do I say that? 80% of Black households are led by women. The same women who make these irrational decisions in their early 20s, from their 20s to their early 30s. See, here's the problem. Women don't know how to yield their power. They get power, they take it, and they squander it. They squander it. From the ages of 18 to 34, you got 16 years. 16 years to shape your life out to be the best it could be. But what do? You take the power that you have, you take the influence that you have over men because you're in your prime, you take that influence and you squander it. You pile up dicks.
You do what?
You pile up dicks instead of value. And what you don't realize is the more dicks that you pile up, the lower your value is. And by the time it's too late, you've got 1, 2, 3 kids by multiple different dudes, and you don't even know how you got there. But I'll tell you how you got there. You squandered your power. You squandered your influence. Instead of landing a stable, good man and starting a family in your 20s, you decided to ride the carousel, stack up dicks, wait until your mid-30s after you got a 10-year-old kid, and now you're looking for a good man to come along and save you. And the sad reality is, for most of you women, that's not going to happen. Now, a lot of women do get lucky, and they do get men to pick them up, and they do start families, and they do get a second chance. But what I'm here to say to all the younger ladies, don't listen to these old hoes. Start now. Start now. You're 21, 22, 23, 24. Start now. Look for a good man now. Because when you get in your 30s, it's going to be too late. All the good men are going to be looking at women that are 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. I'm not just saying this because I hate women. I'm saying this because I would like to see some sort of turnaround in the Black community.
But as long as our women are dead set on raising failed families, we're going to always be in the position that we're in. And that covers all topics except the BBL. As far as the BBLs go, you hoes need to stop. You need to stop. At this point, it's out of style. Most of you guys are getting botched jobs. And all you're really doing is you're lessening for every BBL that gets done, it lessens the whole BBL community. It's like it's an inflation of BBL now. And it's to the point where the women with regular bodies, who wear their regular hair, who don't douse themselves in makeup every day, those are the real winners at this point. If you notice, those are the women in real life, not on TV. Those are the women who are in real life, who are actually landing marriages, starting families, and being successful. Those are the women who are doing it. So on that note, for myself, Cosby Digital, and the absent Kirk Keys, that has been this edition of Straight Talk No Chase. We'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace out.